Buongiorno, darlings. Happy full moon that we have coming up in Capricorn. We're going to do a little bit of a life review for this one. It's an interesting vibe that's coming off of the chart. So I'm sporty spice today, eating grapes. Got tea, got some water, got all the things. I got a muffin, a gluten-free muffin I made yesterday. It's blueberry. So please grab your journal. We're going to talk about the full moon. So please, let me get, which one do we want? We'll do a little sip. This is my water. Please pause the video. And go get your things. It's an interesting vibe that we have for this full moon. Interesting vibe. So, first of all, let's chat about the dates and when this is happening. For the Gold Coast in Australia, this is going to be falling on the 3rd of July at 21:38. And for Gloucester, Eastern Standard Time, it's going to be on the 3rd of July at 7:38. That's AM for you Americans. And so what is a full moon? We're going to look at these as lenses. We're going to kind of see a little bit about like what we are all going to be viewing this time period with, like what vibration we're going to be having. Definitely go back and watch the Cancer season introduction video. I'm going to put the link for that below because it's just a lot of emotions, but with the Leo energy that we have over here, we have Mars and we have Venus conjunct in Leo for this full moon. So it's just a lot of like that film is a little bit like the Stand By Me kiddos or the Sandlot kiddos, where it's like we have the heart of a lion, we have the courage of a lion, but we're seeing things through the Cancerian lens, which is extraordinarily emotional, extraordinarily mothering, and just like, you come at my flock and I will rip your throat out, but with love, because I just made muffins and I'm feeling great about my life. But the full moon that we have coming up is in the opposition. Full moon is always when the sun and the moon are in complete oppositions of each other, and it's highlighting something, shining a big bold light on something, but also we're all the freaking werewolf. We're all emotional, it's volatile energy, we're not manifesting, we're just kind of looking at things in a real way. We got a lot of retrogrades happening for this. Please go back and watch the Cancer introductory video. I don't want to repeat myself in all of this, but with the moon in Capricorn, I'm labeling this as like giving yourself a life review. And look how far you've come. Like, how do I say? So when I was growing up, my mom always told us that like when you die, you're going to go to this room, this living room. God's going to be sitting there. And in this image, God looks kind of like Santa Claus. You're going to sit down with him in front of a 70s or 80s TV. And you're going to be, having a coffee or a tea with God. And he's going to be saying, he's going to play some pictures about these moments and these moments and these moments. He's going to say, so in this moment, why did you do what you did? Are you going to go up or down, side to side? It's kind of, you went through all of the different reviews, if you will, for the poignant moments in your life, and decide, and in this image, whether you go to heaven or hell. In my personal opinion, right now, with the awakening of the planet, a lot of starseeds and light workers are clearing so much trauma, so many generational curses, so many patterns that we're choosing to get off the merry-go-round. And we're going to become, like in Elizabeth April's term, like cosmic cats, if you will. And even before my full awakening, I was told, oh my goodness, years ago, I don't even remember how long ago it was, that this is my last human life. And so I'm going out swinging, going out with a bang, clearing all the little traumas and all the different things. But I'm still here, and I still got things to do. So that's just the lens that I'm looking at this full moon through. So I would highly recommend that, although we're not manifesting under this full moon, what is it that you're ready to let go of? What patterns are you ready to let go of? What, Capricorn is the goat. We are the hardest working sign of the zodiac. It's literally like negative, was it cardinal negative Earth? Yeah, cardinal negative Earth energy. Those are just the lenses that we look at it through. So this house, the 10th house that's run by Capricorn, this is the general wheel also, is our legacy, our public life. Our career, yes, but like our job is over here in Virgo energy, our everyday life and practical service. Our full legacy, like our soul purpose, is in the Piscean run house. This is like half in, half out of the like 3D world. But here, this is like, what did we come to this planet to do? What did we come to this planet to heal? Usually our biggest Achilles is what we're here to master and what we're here to kind of like show the world, hey, I figured it out, I did it, woohoo! But it's not, how do I say? It can feel a little bit egoic up here, but as, you know, something that my healer had told me, someone who holds space for me, power doesn't happen to you. Power goes through you. It is not you. So anyone who has mastered, you know, a CEO, being an entrepreneur, running all of these companies, doing all of these things, anyone who has mastered that, when you get to the tippity top, you recognize you cannot do it on your own. You can't do it on your own. You can't be the one at the tippity top. You have to have right-hand men, right-hand women, people that take over certain responsibilities, people that run certain things, assistants galore. You have to have that, or else your desire to be at that tippity top alone is only a recipe for disaster. Like, is it lonely up there on that pedestal? Kind of, you can have anything on this planet. You can have millions of dollars, billions of dollars, yachts, all the different things. But if it's egoic, you're going to be there alone. This life is meant to be shared. It's the Cancer. This is home. This is like where the sun is having us focus on our pocket of the world. Safety. Cultural, ancestral roots. This is like home, public life. What matters? Who matters? Because when you're up on stage, those people don't know you. They don't know you. They don't know anything about you. They don't know your feelings. They don't know anything. And you know this little guy over here? That's Pluto. That's our deepest transformative planet out there. And he's dipped back into the sign of Capricorn for one final stand. So definitely go back and watch Pluto in Aquarius is a video that I've done. That's something. Go back and watch the addictions video. Everything was once ambrosia. I'm not going to put the links to those. Please go search it on my YouTube. I've put so much down there. And it can kind of highlight a little bit of like, Pluto went into the sign of Capricorn in 2008. So for yourself personally in the micro, kind of look at like what 3D pentacle, like Capricorn themes have happened in your life since 2008. And Pluto went into the sign of Aquarius on the 23rd of March, 2023. That was my birthday. And went back into Capricorn. When was it? Hold on. Please hold. Where was it? Just a few weeks ago. On the 11th of June. So maybe do a little bit of journaling from March 23rd to the 11th of June, 2023. See like, what breaths of fresh air, what, you know, opening the door to Oz moments, what aha moments did we have when it came to those themes? Because right now, these are all different lenses. I know I'm all over the place, but this is Cancer energy. I'm trying to get everything out. Right now, for the full moon, Mercury is going to be in the sign of Cancer at 14 degrees, kind of conjunct this moon. Mercury just went into Cancer yesterday as I record this, so there's a little bit of like I think and I feel going on as far as communication is concerned. I love kind of showing like a little bit of what the planets are doing in these videos, because you can go back and watch, especially in gem season. Actually, in Aries season and in gem season, I'd say go back and watch some of my videos, because you can see the gregariousness, Aries energy. And then Gemini, I was a little bit like, and the amount of times that I've had like a little like sad teenager cry since we had the Cancer solstice is just like infinite. So where was I? Okay, we're doing the life review. I completely lost my train of thought. Capricorn themes. Oh, Pluto over here. So when Pluto went back into Capricorn, it was a little bit like we have to look at certain addictions that we have, displaced emotions, displaced energies, and kind of like remembering who we are, which is consciousness running these meat suits. I'm not Sarah the avatar. I am like a consciousness that's like a light, like a plug that's running this meat suit over here. But Sarah the meat suit has her own experiences, she has her own traumas, she has her own wants, needs, and desires, but I cannot identify with her. We gotta like remember to like watch our human avatar like a movie, help direct them as to like where to go and what to do, honor their feelings, but keep them on our path, keep them on the path, keep them on, like, keep them in your lane. There's no traffic in your lane. You can sit down in your lane, but like deciding like what is your lane, you know, kind of got a little off track there. But with Pluto in the sign of Capricorn, with this full moon happening in Capricorn, I find this to be a really exceptional time for us to be releasing, giving it away, giving it back to God, giving them the shit that is, I'm not going to do this anymore. This does not serve my highest and greatest timeline. This does not serve my most authentic path. I don't want to do it anymore. I want to put it down. Like when Pluto goes back into Aquarius, Pluto will never be in Capricorn again for our lifetime. When Pluto goes into Aquarius, this will be a 20-year transit. So the themes that we got from March 23rd to what was it, June 11th, that's a little bit of like the preview of how that film is going to be. This is our outermost planet. So yeah. What other themes do I really want to mention over here? Oh, there is no planets in air signs for this full moon. Aquarius is empty, Libra is empty, and Gemini is empty. We just had a lot of excitement happening in the sign of Gemini. We had Gemini season. We just had, like, last year we had a Mars retrograde in Gemini. So this house of communication has been buckled for all of us. So if you have not learned how to properly communicate or express how it is that you're feeling, that was an active choice. Don't look at me. Don't look at me. Because if we're not communicating to the outside world how it is that we feel and what it is that we think, we're lying to the people around us. Prove me wrong. Prove me wrong. We're kind of, I don't want to say heavy into the retrograde season, but we're in retrograde season. Pluto was retrograde. We had Saturn go retrograde. And before I'm recording this video on, it's the 27th. Is today the 27th? Today's the 27th of June. On the 30th of June, Neptune's going to go retrograde. So that's one of the biggest changes that we have from the moment that I'm recording this until the moment that we have this full moon coming up. Neptune is like our Poseidon in the sky. He's like how do I say? The parable that I've given before is like when he gives a whole tidal wave over your life. You know, find out where this is falling in your chart. A whole tidal wave of just divine light, that he's just destroyed everything, just absolutely taken everything away. And you look up in the sky and you're like, Neptune, what the fuck have you done? You've taken everything away. You've just literally buckled my whole freaking life. And Neptune goes, well, but now you have all this space for new and healthy activities, child. New and healthy activities. New and healthy activities. What are healthy activities? We're figuring that out. Because with Neptune in retrograde, that's kind of us taking a little bit of the, how do I say it? The rose-colored glasses come off. You know when you're at the club or out partying and they turn on the club lights because they're like, you gotta go home. And you're like, oh shit, I have had makeup running down my face this whole time. I've had food in my teeth since I don't even know when did I eat food. I've had like this, like the people that I'm with, we just look awful. Like this is what we've been doing. This is what we've been doing. Yeah, that's when that goes retrograde. With Pluto, it's a little bit, at this point in time, I feel like a lot of people that, you know, are not fully awakened or that are just starting to experience their awakening, they wake up after some heavy dreams, some wild stuff, and they're like, oh my God, what was that? My grandmother came to me and told me that I should stop drinking. I don't know what that means. I'm going out tonight. Like, with Neptune going retrograde, we can't avoid these things anymore. We can't avoid the work anymore. And if we actively choose to avoid the work, how do I say? The universe don't fuck around. Don't fuck around. And I know that we've seen it in the world before. I know that for myself, I'm, very angelic, very Andromedan. I think I got some Arcturian in there, but I really see the world normally through rose-colored glasses. I have a wildly overactive imagination that I found out was a lot of my clairvoyance, and it's just like this beautiful view that I see the world through. When I see nasty things, when I see mean things, I can get a little bit like, no, I don't want to, no, I don't like it, I don't want to see it, I don't want to know. And you bless the light warriors that are really in the thick of it, that have to, just like participate more in the 3D worlds. Like it's just bless you. Bless you for that contract and bless you for doing it. So when I do see someone receiving their comeuppance, it still breaks my heart. It still really does. It's hard for me personally to see even enemies, even people that were perceived enemies, because at the end of the day, it is only my ego, my human avatar, that has said you are an enemy, because at the end of the day, if it's consciousness and consciousness, if it's just energy, that person is a teacher for you. That person came in to teach you. Yeah, we must thank them. We must thank them and think good thoughts about them and express gratitude for our enemies. And this is something that I've talked about before, years ago. If someone's really shitty to you, and you say thank you to them, and you say, I appreciate you, that might be the first time in a long time that a positive thought has gone towards them. Because our thoughts hit us first. So if people are negative, if people are mean, if people are spiteful, or if they're cruel, that means that they think so poorly of themselves. And we must always remember, it was a Bob Proctor, that your thought saturates your human body first. It drops into your head and then saturates through you. So when you have an enemy, a perceived enemy, a perceived adversary on the chessboard that is life, say thank you. I appreciate you. Because that hits you first. That hits you first. That hits you first. And in my full moon healing that I'll be posting, that you can purchase, there'll be links below for all of those things when I have that up and running. We'll be really talking about how to kind of send those things back. How to send those things back in love. Like if you know that you have an adversary out there that's super unconscious, that might be like saying, I hope that they do this. You can declare, I take that thought, I take that intention, I bubble it with love and light, and I'm just going to send it back. So we'll talk about that in the full moon healing. So what else do we have going on here? Oh, the life review. That's why I wanted to talk about it. With no planets in air signs, we're going to be very emotional, very heart-centered, very passionate, very determined, very pensive, very although we are thinking, how do I say, with Jupiter and Uranus and the North Node in its final degree. Well, Jupiter is in Taurus, Uranus has been in Taurus for a minute. The North Node is in its 0 degree. It's going to be going into Aries energy like a week after, on the 12th, which is going to change up the entire vibration of us as a collective and what we're working towards. We've been focused on paper, we've been focused on values, getting all the good things. And when the North Node goes into Aries, it's going to be like, Aries is I am. You want to do the damn thing. So now, really, genuinely pretend that with this full moon, you just got hired for your dream motherfucking job. Dream life. All the things. Everything that you could have ever wanted in this job. I'm using job because it's Capricorn energy, and I'm using everything you've ever dreamed of because this is Cancer energy. Literally, it's not like I went to school, air energy. I figured something out. No, magically, someone came out, Jupiter and Taurus, of the walls of your life and was like, hey, I'm so interested in you and what it is that you're doing. Here's everything that you need to accomplish it. Now go do it. You start in 2 weeks. Yeah, just clear up every negative thing in your life. Here's millions, billions of dollars. Here you go. Just go do it. You're going to be looking at some of your habits and patterns. You're going to be looking at shit. If they see this, if they see that I did this, we're going to be dealing with our imposter syndrome. We're going to be releasing imposter syndrome over here. You are so worthy of financial freedom, of safety, of time freedom. Like, you're so worthy of that. But we bust through the human avatar's understanding of like, this is all I can accomplish. This is what my parents did. This is all the things that I'm supposed to do. No, we're going to bust past all that. In the healing, I'm going to talk about the egg theory. I don't know if you've ever heard about that. I'll be reading that. Last human life. I'll do a card pull for that. But there was something else that I wanted to talk about. On the 4th of July, I want to say, we're going to have an exact trine between Chiron and Lilith. Fire sign to fire sign over here. Sarah, what the fuck does any of that mean? Chiron is and please do some research on this. Please do your own research on these 2 planetary bodies, because they're asteroids, and then Lilith is a void in space. And a trine is like good flowing energy. So this is like, Chiron is our wounded healer, the wounded warrior. He's the teacher of Achilles, who's a centaur. He was in constant pain and just like literally, like when his parents like had him, they were like, you're a centaur. It was like literally throwing the baby out with the bathwater type thing. And then Lilith over here in myth was Adam's first wife, had a bunch of kiddos. She just wanted equal rights. She just wanted to get on top every once in a while. And God was like, that's adorable. Adam was like, that's adorable. And then everybody was like, wait, we're actually going to shun you and make your kids mortal. And we're going to make this free, divine, feminine, sensual woman. We're going to make you very like Medusa-esque. So do your own research into that. So it's kind of like I had said at the beginning, what our deepest like insecurity is, the things that we really struggle with in this world are actually what we're here to like do and master and heal as starseeds. And this is happening in Aries and Leo energy. So Aries, what do we know? In the general wheel, this is in the beginning, the storefront view of my life, the I am sign. And Leo is like the stand by me, kiddo. It's like the, I will protect you. I will take care of you. I will do these things in a very like Leo-esque way. Leos can be, an evolved Leo, your biggest cheerleader. They sometimes, like Aries wants to be on stage, good, bad, or ugly. Leo is like, only if I look fire do I want to be up there. If not, I'm gonna shoot, like I'm gonna really like talk about my friend up there, but you can interview me as I talk about my friend. Yeah. And this is happening over here with Mars and Venus in the sign of Leo. This is our house of creativity, play, romance, children, childlike spirits. So like, I've said this before, I got a download months ago that if you want kiddos right now, the consciousnesses that are coming in are so divine. They are my teachers. They are our teachers. They are telepathic. They are different. They are not karmically based. They are clean souls. Bring them in. Bring them in. If you do not want to have kiddos, lock it up, and help the people in your life that have kiddos, because they are physically trying to keep that kiddo alive. They are not passing on their traumas to their kiddo. They are processing just as much as we are processing, but they need help. And you need to spend time with these kids and, talk to them telepathically. Like, be a cool aunt or uncle. It's kind of fun. What else are they showing me? My guys are really asking that we do some journaling and some scripting to release and get out. I'm going to really post before this my ode to journaling, and I will put the link below to that when that's up and running, because I couldn't express more how imperative just the written word is, and how when you write, free write. I release blah, 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 and put on a timer for 60 seconds and say what you're releasing. My greatest fears are that I release are. Like, get out, because when you write, it's your conscious, your unconscious, your subconscious. It's like, get all in there. See what comes out. And not typing it, not doing a video like this. Really write it out. Really write it out. And see what comes up. Because it could be unexpected. There could be some unexpected things that come out that in the full moon healing, we'll talk about how to release those. But yeah, really wrap it up, Sarah. Really look at your life right now, from now until the full moon. That, like I said, is happening on the 3rd of July, so we have some time. Really look at these seemingly unconscious toxic patterns, or like the little things that you're doing that really don't serve you anymore. And you might not even realize that they're not serving you anymore. Because we just want to feel safe right now in Cancer season. We want to feel at home. We're nostalgic as fuck. So really just like, even if you choose to come back to planet Earth and you choose to stay on, like, and to come back consciously, we're getting off the karmic cycle right now. We're getting off the karmic merry-go-round. You can't take these pains and traumas and old toxic patterns with you. So really, what are they? Label them. Find out what they are. And even if you're not fully, and definitely, like, I'm gonna put the link to the addiction video. Because if it's not there, y'all aren't going to go clicking for it. But I really would implore you to watch it, because when our consciousness as a human unity consciousness created this planet and came to this planet, we came here to experience polarity. We came here to experience, we are God having a human experience. We were consciousness and decided to play in a dense world. And everything was once ambrosia. It was fun. We were just running around naked outside eating grapes. They're organic, don't panic. And now we've got like all these things and structures and bad guys in charge and division and this, that, and the other thing. And it's like, we gotta let it go. We gotta let some of that ancestral traumas, these patterns, all the way from like having that one piece of candy that you know it's not good for you. Sugar is a little bit more addictive than heroin. If it came out on the market right now, it'd be like class A. So when you have that one piece of candy, that one thing, it's not really what's best for you. What can you do instead that is healthy? Bring some grapes. They're like little natural sugar pods. Just a thought. Just a thought. Waking up every morning, having a meditation practice, even if it's 60 seconds, that's better than nothing. When you go to bed each night, having a gratitude journal, having a dream journal, drinking water, the Bill Murray rule, 1 coffee to 1 water. For him, it was liquor, 1 alcoholic beverage to 1 glass of water. Baby steps, baby steps. But acknowledging where we are, not fully where we want to be. I really don't want you to be looking too much forward for this full moon. Like I said, like full moons are volatile energy. It's not the best time to manifest. Those are the new moons, and we'll have the new moon coming up in a few weeks. That's going to be in Cancer energy. So it's like, get rid of the old shit and then let new stuff come in a few weeks. We don't have to worry about manifesting the new stuff. We just have to acknowledge what are the things that we've been carrying for our entire lifetime, maybe ancestral lifetimes. These are ideals, ideas. I need a man to be full or whole. I need to have this amount of money in the bank to be wealthy. I need this to be that. I need this to be that. What if you were just worthy right now? And you let go of the old patterns that you know, don't serve you anymore. My guides can be so sassy sometimes, and they're just like, is that it? And they're like, did good, kid, did good. Okay. Well, we're really going to deep dive into it with all of the individual readings, and these readings are rising sign videos. So if you know your full birth chart, watch for your rising sign, but you can always watch for your sun sign and your moon sign to get the vibrations. But the way that the chart is set up and where the planets are is for whole house, like rising sign videos. We're going to deep dive into it. So ciao, darlings. Please comment below how you're feeling, what you're going through. And if you feel safe and comfortable, let us know what are some like minimal toxic patterns that you know are not good for you, Truly. I've been talking about, I'm struggling with removing cannabis flower from my life. I'm in a full detox right now, removing gluten and fake sugar. I really, I did the little bit of like, what was one piece of candy? It wasn't candy. It was like bread and cakes. Those are my, like, as a child, my nickname was Soup and Cake because I was so finicky. Those were the two things that I would eat. But I would have ripped apart a lobster. I know. It was funny. All right. Please let me know how you're feeling, what you're going through, what patterns have come up for you, anything from March 23rd to June 11th that really, like, you felt a difference, a theme, maybe something since 2008 that's been coming up. Like, talk to me, Goose. What's going on for you? Ciao. See you in the individuals.